Krishna Krishna Hare Hare So today is Ekadashi. We heard in the morning about the glories of Ekadashi Devi. Now, we do some Shravan Kirtan to Guru Varga's glories. And Maharaj came to Mathura at the time. Param Gurudev told him to publish these granthas Yesterday we heard the Vaishnava Ravadane Krishna Vadhamaya Enappa Hamare Prati Hoy Sadai. So here you see Param Gurudev. As soon as he instructed Gurudev, then all the books came and appeared in front of Gurudev. At the time all the sevaks came, were very qualified. And so they had tried so much to help Gurudev in his cause. At the time they were going here and there. They were doing bhajan, collecting madhukari. In the time of Param Gurudev, he called his god brothers and said that we have a temple now here in Mathura. At the time there was no Gaudiya Maths in Mathura, Vrindavan. Here in this temple. But you see, sometimes even you see even when the clouds which are reddish, then one sees these reddish clouds, then one thinks there's a fire now raging above. Similarly, when one sees something which is very cold, still he blows on it, thinking it's very hot. Similarly, one is always thinking about his future, thinking what will happen in the future, what will happen in the future. So some would come and do Katha and they would do bhajan, seva. At the time when Maharaj started preaching in Vraja, at the time this Bhagavad Patrika was published. At the time there was Haridas Brajvasi from Mathura. He took Harinam Diksha and then got sannyas from Param Gurudev. His name was Bhikshu Maharaj. His seva was incomparable. Then there was the sports captain. He would also come and listen to Hari Katha. And he took Diksha from Param Gurudev. And he also became Matvasi. Say, Gurudev, he got some help, support. Very qualified people came. So at that time, so when Ekadashi would come, then Gurudev, he would follow Ekadashi very strictly. He would also instruct others to follow Ekadashi. So then they raised the question that there are many different temples, Sampradayas, and Sampradayas don't follow Ekadashi. And some follow, but in actuality, they do not follow because they eat tomatoes, carrots, green chilies, loki, cauliflower. Sabudana, Ramdana, Jeera. Raita, Parota, Ekadashi Chila. So in Hari Bhakti Vilas, Sanatana Goswami has not given such concessions. Because in the Shastras it is said on Dashmi, should eat once some fruits, roots, but not rice. Ekadashi, Nirjala, day and night. You should stay awake the whole night. And on Dwadashi, you can eat some fruits. And on Trayodasi, you can open your vrat. This is the complete observance of Ekadashi. But those who are aged, those who are children, those who are diseased, For them there's some anukalpa. Then so they can drink some juice, some water. And say they should keep their bhajan intact. They should properly do bhajan on these days. Fruits and roots have been written that you can take these things. So then so many different kinds of fruits. Now roots have come. Now there are variations. Now there are puris, kachoris, gulab jamuns, dahi bada made from all these things. Fruits and roots, rasgullas. Why? Because they're all made from milk. Butter is made from milk. Therefore, now different kinds of food is taken on Ekadashi. They're taken on Ekadashi. Ekadashi means to control the 11 senses, offer them in Bhagavan's seva. And now, one is nourishing these 11 senses and giving them different kinds of food, engaging in gratification. And they say when there's an invitation on Ekadashi, then there's laddu made from koa, puri, kachori, all these different things are made. Butter samosas, dahi bada, and kaju pistas is fried, and then add some black salt, and then eat big plate of almonds, cashews, fruit salad, fruit cream. And they say eat all these things on Ekadashi. Because we have to satisfy the 11 senses with Bhagavad Prasad. So if I don't give this Bhagavad Prasad to the 11 senses, then the senses are very restless. Then how can I control my mind? If you have to control these 11 senses, then I have to offer them Bhagavad Prasad. Then there'll be control. They won't be restless. If I don't give, then they'll become restless. Or else one is going in front of a shop and then he'll smell the kachori. Because I cannot eat on Ekadashi, so at least let me smell the kachori. But as soon as you smell the kachori, actually you've already eaten the kachori. Or else someone is like frying puris, malpuas. You go in front of the shop and you say, "Oh Bhagavan, why have you made this Ekadashi Vrat? Oh, there's such nice things to eat, fried in ghee, pure ghee, and here you made this Ekadashi Vrat. Oh Bhagavan, you yourself don't follow this Vrat, but you're making us Vrat. You eat rice, you eat all kinds of things, but you make us follow this Vrat. Oh Bhagavan, why are you like this?" So there are many discussions. The authority is Hari Bhakti Vilas. Sir Param Gurudev, for 16 years, during the last 16 years of his life, he would not bathe regularly, he would not change his clothes regularly, neither would he eat rice. He didn't have time. So I don't have time. On Purnima, he would shave and then put a glass of water on his head. And then he would not even change his cloth because he says saffron is very pure. He didn't have time also. So who would even wash clothes? Because he wouldn't even take his clothes off. Once he was taking some Mahaprasad, he said, offer some khichdi. Then they brought some khichdi to him on the plate. Then he looked at the khichdi, he folded his hands, offered pranams, just took tulsi, and he said, "No, take it back." He wouldn't eat anything also. Just eat some boiled sabji. Even my Guru Maharaj, the last 2 years, he didn't eat anything. He wouldn't speak to anyone, neither would he eat anything. He'd say, "I don't have any time to eat." He'd just sit there silently. So I don't have time. If they say something more, then they'd catch his feet, fold his hands. Say, "Don't disturb me. I'm engaged in my Thakurani's service. I should follow my Guru's order or your order." He was I don't have any time to eat. If you don't eat, then how will you maintain your body? But he would not drink water, he wouldn't do anything, eat anything. Someone say Gaurishada's Babaji Maharaj, someone tell him, please access Madhukari. Then he said, today's Ekadashi. He said, no, I cannot. This way 15 days he'd follow Ekadashi. He won't eat anything or drink anything. He would come in the Ganga and then he'd cover his entire body with the mud of the Ganga. Even his head he would cover with the mud of the Ganga. It says Maya is everywhere. If I'm in touch with the Ganga, then Maya will not touch me. This way he'd even cover his head with the sand of the Ganga. Because Maya is always looking for a place to enter. Therefore I covered my entire body head to toe with the sand of the Ganga. Therefore, their Paramaರ್ಥik Vichar, their spiritual outlook, how can we follow? We should never imitate, but how can we even follow? If we follow him, we cannot even follow one Ekadashi properly. If we say Nirjala Ekadashi, then we say we only do one Nirjala Ekadashi once a year. And what do? We say there was one person, he would, in Vrat, he decided he should bathe 3 times a day. So during Nirjala Vrat, he goes to bathe 3 times a day. Then what does he do? Then he's having a bath in the Ganga, and as soon as he dips himself in the Ganga, he drinks as much water as he can. And then again he goes in the evening to have a bath in the Ganga. Then again he has a bath. Then again he starts drinking water. But then suddenly he starts shouting. Now he cannot even say anything. Why? Because something is stuck in his throat. Then someone asked him what happened. They took him to the doctor. Then the doctor opened his mouth. Then he took a scissor and he took a fish out of his throat. And he said, how did this fish enter your throat? And he said, oh, I was drinking water. Then the fish entered inside my throat. So this was his Nirjala Ekadashi. He wasn't even following properly. He was only drinking as much water as he could when he was taking a dip. So how can you cheat others when you're cheating your own self? So they would say this will want to, if you want to follow Ekadashi, all of you should sit together and do kirtan. Because wherever there is a kirtan, then all rasa is present there. You must have seen Gurudev was in Mathura, he wouldn't let anyone sleep. If any brahmachari wouldn't do kirtan, everyone would come and do kirtan. Before everyone would sit for kirtan. From the morning. First there'd be Mangalarti, then they'd do Tulsi Parikrama. No one gone Bhiksha on Ekadashi. They just do kirtan. You would sit in kirtan from 8:30 in the morning. Then the pujari would offer Bhava to Arti. So kirtan would go on until Gaur Arti. Then after Gaur Arti, go sometimes Gaudiya Patrika in the night, or to Vrindavan. So whole night they pay parikrama, then bathe in Radha Kund, and then come to the temple in the morning. And then drink some juice. At that time there was no sugar also, there was only good. Dissolve some good in water, add some kali mirchi, and then drink this, and the water body will be cooled. So everything is present in Kirtan Ras. In Kali Yuga, nothing else can protect you except this Kirtan. I went to South India. I saw there's a man, the Gaudiya Maths in Kovur. There Damodar Maharaj, he was in charge. I went 40-50 devotees, we went there. And all Telugu people stay there. And Maharaj would start Kirtan with all the Telugu people. I say, oh Maharaj. Oh. Then I said, Maharaj, you don't honor Mahaprasad during Ekadashi? Yes, we'll honor, but first we do Kirtan. Then we'll honor some Mahaprasad. So Kirtan would go on from Mangalarti until evening. And after Kirtan, after Arti, they'd bathe in the Godavari. And then just drink a little juice, lemon juice. Or just boil some potatoes, add some salt, some drops of lemon, no pepper, nothing, no kali mirch, nothing. And you give one dona to everyone. And Gurudev also in Mathura, Just boil some potatoes, add some salt, and give to everyone little. But everyone else would follow Nirjala. See, Gurudev would say all these disciples of Prabhupada, all of them, they, on Ekadashi, no one would cheat, saying, oh, Anukalpa, I can eat as much as I can. No. Even when they were so old. Once there was one sannyasi, he was more than 90 years old. There's a concession given in the Shastras that only one who's from 8 to 8, one beginning from the age of 8 until the age of 80, one should follow Ekadashi. After 80, there's a concession that there's no need to follow Ekadashi, one cannot. So the sannyasi said, okay, I'm 90 years old now, so why should I follow Ekadashi anymore? So then Gurudev said, you followed Ekadashi your entire life, then why are you not following Ekadashi now? How can you leave it now? Because in Shastras it said, after 80, then there's no, it's not mandatory. So then Maharaj said, no, there's no need for you to stay in the temple, now you can stay out. Because even now, you're trying to please your senses, then you must, how can you stay? And his Prabhupada disciple also was a sannyasi. Gurudev said, no, you cannot act against dharma, against these rules of dharma. Because then, what have you practiced until now? What have people learned from you? And they say, you see, some people, they eat rice during Ekadashi, which is like eating sin. So Gurudev would follow the Ekadashi very strictly, even Chaturmasya. So then some new brahmacharis came. They would tell Gurudev, they were saying Hari Bhakti Vilas. They told Gurudev, oh, there's so many rules in Hari Bhakti Vilas, but we're not following any of that. And Gurudev said, oh, we'll follow as much as necessary, as much as our Gurudev have said, as much as our Guru Varga have said. We should follow the instructions. Don't try to excessively indulge in following these rules. Or else, if you act in excess, then the fruit may not be so good. So, do as much as your Guru Varga taught you. If you act more, then that's bad. If you act less, that's also bad. Just behave moderately. So then, he said no. During Chaturmasya, from Mathura, there be one devotee. He'd do Dandavati Parikrama all the way from the temple to the Yamuna. And then he'd bathe in the Yamuna, and then while his clothes were still wet, again he'd do Dandavati and he'd come back to the temple. And then he'd do Seva Puja, he'd chant Harinam the whole day. He'd chant 3 lakh Harinam. And then he would just eat once a day. Havishanna. So then Maharaj, he said, why are you behaving in such a way? There's no need to do all these things. Why he didn't listen? He do this every day. And after some time, he told Gurudeva, I don't want to stay here in the temple because we don't earn our own money. We're eating the food that others have given. How can we do bhajan this way? Krishna has given us these senses, so we should work hard. And then we should earn our own livelihood. Then it is good. Others are earning and then we're taking their food away. How will bhajan be done this way? Maharaj, he told him, you're doing your seva to Bhagavan. You can take as much as you need. This is not anyone's specific earning. And everything has been offered to Bhagavan. This bhoga. And so maintain your body. At least take a little prasad. He said, no, I cannot do this. I'll work hard and I'll serve the Vrajavasis. They say, I'll feed all the devotees also, whatever I want. Maharaj told him, this is not proper. The rule for the brahmacharis that they'll do bhiksha, offer it to Guru, and whatever prasad the Guru gives, they'll accept those remnants. Every ashram has different rules. Still he wouldn't listen. He would say, he got a rickshaw, cycle rickshaw, and then he'd take all the Vrajavasis everywhere. Sometimes he'd give money, he'd accept, sometimes he wouldn't give anything. And where would he? And then he thought, oh, I won't stay anywhere else, I'll stay on the banks of the Yamuna. Then Maya will not catch me. He made a hut there, and then he started staying there. And he made a hut with torn cloth, and then he got some cloth, and then he made a hut there. And then 7 days he'd use a cycle rickshaw, and then he grew a long beard, long hair. So Maharaj would go every day to the Yamuna to see him, saying, how are you? And he said, yes, Maharaj, I'm happy. I'm so happy here. Is your bhajan going on nicely? He said, yes, Maharaj. Yes, my bhajan is going on very nicely. I've never done bhajan like this my entire life. Here I'm on the banks of the Yamuna, I'm serving the Vrajavasis directly. I'm having such nice realizations. Seems I'm in Vrindavan now. And then Maharaj, he said, oh, you're very fortunate. And the Maharaj said, alright, you pray for me also. I cannot serve like you. And after some time, Maharaj went to see him. There he saw there was an old lady who was sweeping his hut. She was washing his pots. And she was making some chapatis for him, some rotis. Then Maharaj asked him, who was this lady? He said, oh, this lady had no one. She was just loitering on the streets, wandering there. So I said, you can stay here in this cottage. No harm. And after some days, what happened? That old lady was not there anymore. Now she had become very young, this old lady. Then Gurudev was saying, how did this old lady become so young again? Oh, Gurudev, what to do? Before she didn't have any food, so she had become very thin. Now she was staying here, so I would bring something, she'd offer bhoga. And then they say, now she's become young again, because now she's eating nice food. Then after some time, what happened? Gurudev heard some small babies crying. And Gurudev asked him, who are these babies? And he said, oh Maharaj, this is the gift of Bhagavan. Bhagavan has gifted me these babies. He has sent me his associates here. These babies are his associates. It is a matter of great fortune that I can serve Bhagavan's associates now. Then Gurudev went and he saw there was no hut there also after some time. Then one day we were coming back from Jagannath Puri. There's Bhadra, Grandeyat, Bhadra, Baleshwar, Yamuna, Kirshar, Gopinath. So then when we were coming darshan and coming back from there Katha kirtan would be going on. There we saw in Kumaranti Hut there's Gopalji Prachar Kendra on 90 acres of land, big ashram. So then there we saw, the Gurudev we saw, there were 4 or 5 young children. Like sometimes you see when a dog is going, many puppies are also following this dog. So similarly, this man was also going and 5-6 babies were following him from behind, 5-6 young boys. And this man, he had a fishing rod on his shoulder and a fish and a net on his shoulder. And they say, in one hand he had this fishing rod, in the other hand he had this fishing net. And all these children were following him from behind. So Maharaj identified this man, saying, you left Vraja and you're here now. Said, oh, this is Bhagwan's Leela Bhumi, this is Bhagwan's desire, I'm here. Then, but how are you catching fish here then? Oh, even Garuda used to eat fish. Eating fish is not something bad. Fish is good, no harm. See, fish is nirgun, it's always staying in the water. It's the fruit of the water. So Maharaj said, alright, very good. Where is your mala? Where is your tilak? Where is your bhajan? Your Pujyapad. Then Maharaj said, let's see what your condition has become now. He said, no, still I'm very happy. I'm very happy now. And we were all present with Maharaj. And Maharaj said, just say, he disobeyed Guru, he didn't listen to sadhus. He says, just see what happened then. Therefore, the mind is intelligent. The mind can think of anything. The mind can say anything. But don't listen to the mind. The mind can be a cause of liberation, or the mind can be a cause of bondage. Narottam Thakur is prayed, Vishayachariya Bhoshuddha Viman Kavye Ramo Shri Vrindavan. You can only see Vrindavan when the mind is pure from this desire to enjoy the object of the senses. See, when we are always in the association of devotees, then the mind is controlled. So Maharaj is staying in Mathura, and Param Gurudev would also come there. Someone was banging on the door at 12 in the night. At that time, there'd be so much dust on the road, so many vehicles there. So someone was banging on the door at 12 in the night. So Gurudev immediately came and he opened the gate, because then Param Gurudev would get disturbed. So there was one person who was 45 years old, and he was foaming at his mouth. And then they said, "Oh, Maharaj, save this man." He said, "There's a hospital there, take him there." He said, "Oh, nothing can happen there. Only you can save this man." Oh, Brahma Rakshas has caught him. So they said, "No, you save him." Sometimes he's jumping high up in the air, then again he falls down, then he's shouting. And sometimes he's running around. Even 10-20 people cannot catch him. He beats everyone, he climbs trees, again he jumps down from the trees, jumps inside the Yamuna. Because he's possessed now, no, by this Brahma Rakshas. Now he's falling unconscious now. So we're very troubled by him. You're a Mahatma, you're a Sadhu, help him. And many people had come there. So then Gurudev took some Charnamrit. And then he recited the nursing mantra. And then he made him all right. And then again, that family went back home. So Param Gurudev, he heard what happened. And Param Gurudev, he asked Gurudev, "Did you go down? What happened? What did you do?" You see, the fruits of karma one has to suffer. Now you helped him, so you've also taken a share of his karma. Do you know who that person is? Do you know him from before? I said, "Oh, Gurudev, what can I do? They were causing so many problems, shouting, and you were resting, so I didn't want to disturb. I didn't want you to be disturbed." So then Param Gurudev said, "See, I'm telling you, they'll come again, just see." What did they do? Because Sadhu, he knows everything. He is omniscient. So Param Gurudev, he said, there's one Brahmin. There's some Brahmins who go to Bihar, Madhya Pradesh to collect something. Sometimes they go to collect rice, wheat. Because they see, oh, they're Brahmins from Braj. So they give them whatever they need. So now the Brahmins are going, then the Brahmin's wife and children were at home. So the Brahmin said, "Oh, I'm going for 3-4 months, I'll take some time for me to return." So he gave some money to a merchant. That here, you keep this money, and whenever my family needs some money, just give them some money. So I'm giving this money with you, because I don't know when I might return. So then he gave the money to the merchant and he left. So when his wife came, then he gave her money 1 or 2 times. So then there was so much rain and there was nothing to eat inside the house. There were no clothes, nothing. It was very cold. So they went to the merchant saying, "Oh merchant, please give us some money that my husband gave you." He didn't give. And so the children were like weeping so much. And the children died, the wife died. And all their lifeless bodies were lying inside the house. And no one even bother to take their bodies out. And they were so lifeless now. And then when he returned, he said, "Oh, what's happened? What happened to my wife and children?" And he said it was a hut made from dry leaves, and there he saw everyone was dead inside. There was nothing left of anyone. Then again he went to the merchant. He said, "I gave you money, but still you didn't give anything." He said, "When did you give me this money?" And he went to meet him. So you had my entire family died because of you. Then he requested him, "What have you done?" Then he went to the Yamuna. Then he slaughtered a goat. And then he took the goat's blood and he bathed himself in that blood. Then he jumped inside the Yamuna. Then he said, "Now I'll become a Brahma Rakshas and I'll destroy our entire family. Just see," he said, after bathing in the goat blood. So then he didn't let anyone survive in his family. What would he do? If someone would be walking up the stairs, he'd push them down the stairs. And someone would be cooking, he'd set the entire house on fire because he became a Brahma Rakshas then. He said, "I'll destroy our family now." They destroyed the entire family. So then Param Gurudev, he told Gurudev, "Now what will you do now? When there's such people." You see, to steal others' property, others' wealth, stealing their blood. See, they died without eating anything. And he committed suicide. Now he will not leave that merchant who kept his money. So don't think about helping such people. Gurudev would say, "Param Gurudev chastised me so much. Chastised me entire life." So don't even look at such people. Only help those who want to do bhajan. No need to help karmi, kukarmi, papi, ustalog, wicked people. Don't accept that charity. Don't accept the food that they have to offer. Sometimes you see they even murder people. Some days before, one person came to me. He said, "I took my daughter and son-in-law and I threw them in front of the train. Because my daughter, she married some person who was from a low caste. So we had them killed in front of the train. Now I'm suffering so much, I cannot sleep, I cannot eat, I cannot drink water." Then I said, "Oh, how can I help you?" I just said, "Oh, I'm just cooking, cleaning here. Don't ask me such questions." And who bought these people? Authorities. So why did you bring such people here? Even yesterday, day before, some people came. They said, "Oh, this problem, that problem. Please help me." I said, "How can I help you? And I myself, I'm sick." So they say, Maharaj, he said, Param Gurudev, he said, "If anyone wants to do bhajan, then you should help that person. Or else, there's no need to help such ghosts, such Brahma Rakshasas. For them, you see, Gaya is present. You can just offer oblations there, or Ganga Sagar. So many pilgrimage places there. You can go there. But in the end, I've seen not even one person remained from that family. Some died on the streets, some died in the fields. Entire family was destroyed. Someone else took his shop away, house away, everything. So Sadhu Santas, they know. That Param Guruji, he said, Srila Goswamis came to Vraj, and it's mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita. The Goswamis used to do Madhukari where? Sometimes they do Madhukari in the house homes of the devotees, or sometimes they go to the temple. Sometimes someone from the temple would invite them, they'd go on a Mahaprasad. And they'd go Madhukari not in everyone's house, only in the homes of the Brahmins. Because sometimes chana, sometimes not even that. Chickpeas, sometimes not even that. Or else if you're eating what everyone else has to offer, then it's a satsanga. So Param Gurudev said that if you accept such food, then it's like stool. Because they haven't offered anything power to Bhagavan. You haven't done any seva. And you're begging food from them. This is not good. Therefore in Mathura there was a rule. Param Gurudev made a rule. Every day you go Bhiksha, bring some wheat flour, go to the market, bring some vegetables, and you cook something and offer bhoga. And Keshav Gaudiya Maths, Param Gurudev, he used to send 200 rupees every month. And from that 200 rupees a month, the temple would be maintained. Electricity bill would be paid. At that time there was only one fan and one light in the temple, nothing else. Then slowly, and there were many people who wouldn't give the rent to the temple. They only give 1 rupee a month. Anyhow, they'd give 5 or 6 rupees after court cases. They won't give anything. They surrounded the entire temple, the shopkeepers, because of the Dharmashala. They came in as refugees and they wouldn't refuse to leave. And anyhow, so many court cases were filed and then they eventually left, most of them. Why to do Guru Seva? Maharaj, he would say that I didn't use him 1 minute in any other way. So Maharaj would say that every day I go to the Yamuna in the morning. Because before there was no water inside the temple. Even for cooking, we'd get water from the Yamuna. Because at the time the Yamuna was very clean. We'd make dal, rice, everything from the water of the Yamuna. We should drink water from the well. Or else you go to the railway station, bring water from there. There's no water to drink also. And Gurudev, he would be in the Yamuna and then he would do Thakurji Seva, chant Harinam. And Param Gurudev would come sometimes. Then Param Gurudev would say that 6 months you stay in Braj. In 6 months you come and preach there in Gaudamandal Navdeep Dham. From Kartik to Gaur Purnima, stay here in Navdeep, and then from Gaur Purnima to Kartik, you can stay in Braj. So that time during Navdeep Dham Parikrama, Gurudev, he took responsibility for everything. All sannyasis would go on collection, and Gurudev after collection, he makes sure there'll be a nice tent, accommodation for everyone, management, maintenance, everything. So that time, Navdeep Dham Parikrama, there'd be nine nights. They'd stay in there for 9 days and nights. And then, everything would be placed there. And every night, they'd spend in one island. Do Katha kirtan there in each and every island. Only during the time of Mayapur, they'd go to Mayapur in the morning and return by evening. They won't stay there in the night. But in all the other islands, they'd stay for like 1 night each. So there was a rule that they'd go walking, and wherever the pilgrims would stay, then Gurudev, he would, and the sevaks, they would guard the place the whole night. Not because of thieves, because the snakes, the jungle there, it's a forest. And also, there's a big river there, fields, open fields. It was that time. Therefore, they keep guard the whole night. So they say, some of us we do kirtan. And they say, so that we won't fall asleep. And there are only thousands. And 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, so many devotees started coming. And all God brothers of Param Gurudev, they also stayed with him. Because Parikrama was officially started by Param Gurudev in his temple there in the Gaudiya Maths. First temple was built there in Medinipur called Shaman the Gaudiya Maths. There are Krishna Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj, Madhav Gosai Maharaj, Bhakti Gosai Maharaj. 40-50 God brothers, they were staying there. So when they do Dham Parikrama there, Brahmacharis, they had the rule that all my God brothers, none of them should be disturbed. They should not face any inconvenience. Gurudev would say that by the mercy and blessings of Gurudev, I won't sleep the entire night. In the morning, I have to go on Parikrama, make sure everything's cooked. In different places, different arrangements should be made for cooking. I became tired. Param Gurudev said, give me a mala, I'll chant for you, and you do your seva. And Gurudev would say, every day I'd do at least chant 32 rounds, not less than that. Minimum I used to chant. When I'd come to Mathura, I used to chant 64. Then go from one island to another island, like Devananda Gaudiya Maths in Kolatweep. There Varahadev has been established. So then in one prakosh there's Lakshmi Varaha, then Gaur Radha Vinod Bihari Ji. On one side there's Prabhupada's deity. So Parikrama would go on. And Mahaprabhu, he would be taken on palanquin. In this way. So say the whole night they do kirtan. For 9 days, every day they do kirtan. Gurudev would say never slept during the day or night. But still we wouldn't be tired. Whole day it'd be distributing prasadam. Everything. So Param Gurudev, he called all of us and he said, then all of you, are you facing any difficulty? He said, no. Then who's managing the entire parikrama? Then they said, Nityananda Prabhu himself, he is managing everything. Anyone who enters the Dham, Nityananda Prabhu is taking responsibility for him. Then Param Gurudev, he spoke on Navdeep Bhavtaranga written by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. How to do Navdeep Dham Parikrama, how Nityananda Prabhu Jiva Goswami and Parikrama, who instructed him, and how they did Parikrama. So all these things, Param Gurudev, he spoke during Katha. And he took Maharaj and the others, and he especially told them, write these instructions down and publish them. Maharaj, he published this now, the Dham Parikrama book. And Param Gurudev, he said, not just now the Dham Parikrama, should also collect all these Leela stories of Brajmandal, and then I'll come here. So then Param Gurudev, he came there and he started doing Brajmandal Parikrama by foot. They'd leave at 3 in the morning by foot. Sometimes there'd be a bullock cart carrying the luggage of everyone, and everyone would do kirtan, and everyone would go by foot to all the different places of Vraj. And there, the villagers, they would wake up at 3:30 in the morning, 3 in the morning, and they'd go bathe in the kundas, draw some water from the well. So Param Gurudev asked Gurudev that what kirtan are they doing? Which, because they don't speak Hindi, they speak Braj Bhasha. Hindi is all broken and mixed with some other thing, because Braj Bhasha is a local dialect. So Param Gurudev asked Gurudev, see what kirtan they sing. Gurudev said, yes, I'll write it down. Then he wrote it down. He gave it to Param Gurudev. Param Gurudev became so happy. He said, we tell them to follow Vrata by force, but just see how their love for Radha and Krishna is natural. Because this is the effect of the Dham. This is the influence of the Dham. The influence of the Dham is never lost. See, the Dham is present in 3 forms. Aprakat, Prakat and Drishyaman, Nitya. Aprakat means it unmanifest, and the Dham is seen by our eyes. So for the Bhaktas, the Dham is always manifest in front of their eyes. So you see these ladies, they wake up at 3 in the morning, go bathe in the kundas, do puja, return home, do puja. Even if I tell the brahmacharis to do this, they will not do. They say, I'll fall sick if you say instruct me more. They say, how can I walk barefoot the whole day? They say, I want to sit in the bullock cart, I cannot go walking. Then someone would bring a tonga, drawn by a horse. But just see these ladies, how they're walking everywhere barefoot. They have such natural love. So Param Gurudev, he instructed Gurudev, next year we'll do Ayodhya Parikrama. 1 month we'll stay in Ayodhya. By Ram's mercy, we'll have the strength to do sadhana. Because Ram is Maryada Purushottam. So Param Gurudev sent Maharaj first, go make all arrangements. Because that time there wouldn't be any rice, there wouldn't be any vegetables to buy. Therefore someone had to go first and arrange everything. And you see the Bengalis, especially they like rice. Without rice they cannot survive. They say, how can you eat these rotis? Only those who are poor, they eat rotis. They'll eat puris, but rotis they can never eat. Saying, rice is better than rotis. Even if they eat 10 rotis, still they'll eat rice. Because their stomach is not full yet. It will be full when they eat rice. So Param Gurudev said, many devotees are coming, make arrangements for them. So Gurudev, he came to Ayodhya. Many ashrams there, not 1 or 2. So Gurudev, he saw that any devotee who comes to Ayodhya, there they give him prasadam during the afternoon. Gurudev said, alright, let me ask devotees here. So then Harikatha was going on. Many devotees had sat there to listen. Maharaj was also listening to Katha there. So the speaker of the Katha, after in Gaudiya Maths, previously there was in Gaudiya Maths, after Harikatha there'd be a question and answer session, and the next day someone would summarize the entire Katha that was spoken the previous day. So then this person who spoke the Katha, he asked Gurudev, do you have any questions? Gurudev said, what you have spoken about Ramayana, if you desire, if you give me the order, then I will also speak on these things that you have spoken. And I said, alright, very good. you're a sannyasi, saffron, dressed in saffron, okay, you can say. And then when he came to Maharaj, Gurudev he started speaking on the essence of the Ramayana. So he started speaking, doing kirtan. And all the people in the assembly became so happy, saying how knowledgeable you are, realized you are. And they said, as long as you're here in Ayodhya, you should speak Harikatha. Then Maharaj, he'd come ask you to make arrangements, accommodations. But 2-3 days he had to speak Harikatha morning and evening. Everyone was so happy with him. And Gurudev said, my Guru Maharaj is going to come with many pilgrims. They'll do the follow Vrata here for 1 month. Can you please tell me where I can find a nice ashram for them? Well, there's no need for me to make separate arrangements for rice and other things. And they said, we have one condition. Your Guru Maharaj will come, will you speak Harikatha to us? If you are his disciple and speaking such a beautiful Harikatha, then your Guru Maharaj must speak even more beautiful Katha. Because he has trained you, he has taught you everything. And Gurudev said, yes, what he's saying is true. And they said, don't worry about anything. We have a big ashram. We have so many rooms. They said, make all the arrangements for our prasad. Just do Katha Kirtan, nothing else. So they say many devotees came from this reserve train. Then the train stopped at one place, and then that too. And they say when Param Gurudev came with all the pilgrims to Ayodhya, then all the devotees of Ayodhya, they all came to receive Param Gurudev. Even Gurudev was there. And Param Gurudev, he said, just see how they're welcoming me, all of them. Narayan Maharaj has arranged for so many devotees to come and arrange for us. So everyone was glorifying Sri Ram. And they say, in the train there will be pots, everything for cooking. They said, oh Maharaj, let him stay here in this bogie, let's go. Then I'll look after everything. So he immediately, well accompanied with Hari Kirtan, then all these devotees, they washed Param Gurudev's feet, respectfully received him, did arati. And Param Gurudev said, really, I've come into the kingdom of Ram. Just see how they're behaving so nicely. No one has ever received me in such a way. Gangotri. I went have Chardham Darshan everywhere. Gangotri, Yamunotri, Kedar, Badri, Somnath, Dwarka. I went everywhere. But these devotees, especially in Ayodhya, are very soft heart. They are serving so nicely. And this way, when Param Gurudev came, they did Abhishek, Aarti, and then offered Mahaprasad. And then Maharaj, he said, boil some, take a frying pan, and someone would be making puris, someone would be making basmati rice. And this basmati rice is so fragrant. Such people in Ayodhya could have not even imagined that there was such rice. And they say Bhog was offered to Ram. Because at the time, Mahaprabhu also would be there doing parikrama. So they say they put Mahaprabhu in the temple of Sri Ram there in Ayodhya. They say Aarti Kirtan is going on, the devotees are so enthusiastic. Param Gurudev, his god brothers, like Mohini Mohan, Ragbhushan, Sita Vigra Prabhu, they were such beautiful kirtaniyas. And they say it seemed like Mahaprabhu himself had come to Ayodhya. Well, all these devotees did kirtan. And they said, now that Mahaprabhu has come, now you should stay here for 1 month. Don't leave and go anywhere else, just stay here for 1 month. They say such kirtan started that all devotees, people from all over Ayodhya came there, and then there'd be Harikatha. Param Gurudev was so knowledgeable in Hindi, Sanskrit, in English. They were never stunted by any language. So they say Param Gurudev would speak Harikatha the whole time. And then they say when Param Gurudev would go on Nagar Sankirtan or Darshans, then Gurudev he'd speak one day. They say such nice preaching took place in Ayodhya. And then from there they went to Chitrakoot, Naimisharanya. In Naimisharanya, Prabhupada Thakur established a mutt there. So they say they reached there. Sometimes in the Anusuya Rishi's ashram. And nearby is also the home of Sita Devi. So they say, everyone was so happy. In all the villages, everyone saying these sadhus are not lazy. They're always doing Harikirtan. And they say, before we think, oh, the sadhus only eating and sleeping, but just see how these sadhus are. Immediately they're awake 3 o'clock in the morning, they go on Nagar Sankirtan. First they do Kirtan here and then they go other places to Kirtan. Even they wish to preach and do Kirtan among Muslims, Hindus, everyone. So, Param Gurudev would go doing Kirtan everywhere. And Param Gurudev would start jumping high up in the air. Even the Muslims would be so inspired by him. Even those from other castes would be so moved by his dancing. And because of such preaching, when Gaudiya Parikrama started, then from Ayodhyabad, Naimisharanya, Chitrakoot, so many devotees came. And they say, not just Ramanandi Vaishnavas, even Nimbarki Vaishnavas, and then some from Ramanujacharya Sampradaya, some from Vishnu Swami Sampradaya. So they say, when everyone came, and during the Parikrama, Param Gurudev became so happy. So for a disciple, we cannot do this Bhagavad Seva, Guru Seva, Santa Seva. He only tries to enjoy Sri Guru, then he is Guru Bhogi. This is not the identification of a disciple. When Shishya does Guru Puja, then he manifests the glory of his Guru, the specialities of his teachings. Everywhere he speaks about them. This is Guru Puja. So they say, Param Gurudev, he was so happy with Maharaj, Gurudev, that once there would be a pilgrimage to Kedar Badri. They'd start from Haridwar, go to Rishikesh and walk for like many kilometers, 300, 400 kilometers. Now there's many arrangements to go there. Now their helicopters also take you there. At the time they have to walk all the way from Haridwar. So Maharaj would say, I'm so young, I'm so strong, still I've become so tired. And say, Guruji, I think I should rise early and make all arrangements. But Guruji is already woken before me. He's already had a bath and he's put tilak on. So I say, when did he wake up? And all the water was so cold. How did he bathe here? Anyhow, he'd bathe there, put tilak on, and he was chanting Harinam. So then Gurudev, he'd make everyone up, give them some Mahaprasad, and they'd continue this Yatra. So Maharaj would say, those who stay, the Association of Sri Guru, this Tirth Yatra they're doing, this is, or else if everyone is going on his own to different places, then that will be like recreation, not have realization. So then Param Gurudev, he said, so Thakur has written, Go Rama Jay Savasthan Karal Brahmanarange Se Savasthani Haribami Pranay Bhakta Sange. If there is such a Pranay Bhakta, dear devotee of Sri Krishna, then go with him then. So Maharaj, he asked Param Gurudev, before you'd go with Prabhupada, now we're going with you. So what will happen in the future? So he said, we should go with Prabhupada, Prabhupada's with us even now. And if you're going anywhere else, then take the Guru Varga with you. Then this Divyanubhuti, this Divya Darshan will be had. Transcendental abode will bestow on you, bestow mercy upon you. Or else if you go on your own, you'll have to face many difficulties. Because when the Guru Varga with you, you'll follow all the rules and regulations. You'll attend Mangalarti, you'll attend... all rules will automatically follow. When we'd go in the train sometimes, we'd also sing Mangalarti, Sandhyarti, we'd do Kirtan inside the train. We'd even speak Harikatha inside the train. And whatever would be made would be offered as bhoga, and all the people in the train would honor Mahaprasad. They'd sometimes go even to the canteen, and then they'd clean the entire thing, and they'd say, oh, we have our own pots, and we'd cook something. Then they said, oh, will you give us also this Mahaprasad? Surely. And they'd cook in the canteen, then they'd offer bhoga, and then give it to everyone. Even during Ekadashi, Just see how they would cook so many things during Ekadashi. So Param Gurudev said we are not alone. Prabhupada's also with us. We are going with Guru Varga. Therefore, our rules never broken. We do Harikatha Kirtan. See in the train bogie, there are like 8 people can sit in one compartment. And sometimes 50, 60 people would come in one compartment. Someone would be sitting here, there, and then Katha Kirtan would be going on. This is Guru and Gauranga. Gandharva Giridhari. Vijayatetam. Then all glories to them. Then you will also be a part of their glory. If you're alone, then there's so much fear everywhere. Then what will you do? How can you possibly do Bhajan Kirtan? Therefore, Param Gurudev, he told Maharaj, don't be a Viviktanandi, be a Kustanandi. You're going hiding somewhere in the name of, then this is not proper. So Param Gurudev would say, so many people go to Radhakund to do bhajan. So once some Baba, he started knocking on the door of another Baba. He said, open the door, open the door. And he opened the door. Then he saw on his body there were some tilak signs. And I said, what have you done? And he was licking these tilak signs. Why are you licking them? Oh, when I go to Radhakund, I see big turtles there. These big turtles, and I made some signs of a tortoise on my hands. Because before I used to eat all these I used to eat tortoise meat. So when I see all these different tortoises here, then I feel like eating them. So rather than eating them, I just start licking my own hands, having made impressions of them on my hand. So this way, will you do bhajan or will you engage in bhoga? How will your mind be pure? If anyone else is by your side, then they won't let you do all these bad things. But if you're all alone by yourself, then you might do such things. Param Gurudev said there was one person. He would go from Vrindavan to Govardhan, walking all the way. He'd go at 2 o'clock in the morning. One day he was going. There he saw. It was not even 4. There he saw. There was a Babaji. They were having a big feast. And this way, they have some broken pots, and there they were being fed many things, these Babajis. Then they called him also, you also come here and sit down with us. And what are you eating in the morning? This is now 4 o'clock in the morning, what can you possibly eat? So when he's coming back after finishing parikrama, then they asked him, why was there a big feast today? So they said, this is no Bandara, this is actually a cemetery here. They just Baba. All the Babajis who do Madhukari, they burn the body, so then no one does any other karma rituals for them. So what were they doing? They were actually eating from those skulls of those persons who had been burned. They use these skulls as plates. See, this is the result. If you don't do proper bhajan, then this is the result. Then who will think about that person? Who will think about his deliverance? Therefore, bhajan, it should be very silent. It should be very hidden. And they say, Krishna Nam should always be sung, chanted in sadhu song. Bhagavan Thakur sang Radha Krishna bol 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 re so bhai. Bol re so bhai. Therefore, Gaustanandi bhajan is better than Viviktanandi bhajan. Or else the Viviktanandi, how will he help bhajan? When he leaves his body, then what will do? What will he do? So then Param Gurudev would say, those who don't have anyone to discipline, then who will discipline him? So don't be like this. Now we'll listen tomorrow.
Kripa karo Vaishnava Thakura. Sambandha janiya bhajita bhajita. Sambandha janiya bhajita bhajita. Abhimana dura. Kripa karo Vaishnava Thakura. Amita Vaishnava buddhi hoile amani na hoborami. Pratita sayase hridaya doshime. Pratita sayase hridaya doshime. Hoiva niraya gami. Kripa karo Vaishnava Thakura. Tomara kinkara apanya jani moh guru abhimana chari. Tomara uchista pada jalareno. Tomara uchista pada jalareno. Sada nishapate bhaji. Kripa karo Vaishnava Thakura. Nija shesha jani uchista ridane habe abhimana bhara. Tai shisha tava takiya sarvada. Tai shisha tava takiya sarvada. Naloi puja tara. Kripa Jai Govardhana, Jai Vrindavana.